Hey, what's up, Street Fighter fam? So this is the long-awaited 1,000 subscriber Q&A special. I know I promised this to you guys like a month and a half ago, and I'm so sorry it's taking me so long to get to this. Since I also just recently made Master, I'm kind of gonna mesh those two celebrations together. And this is kind of the Q&A for both of that. So it's like 1,000 subscriber plus Master achievement Q&A. We're way past 1,000 subscribers. We're actually at 1,710, I believe. I am just so grateful for all of you guys. I'll probably do another Q&A at some point as we just continue to grow this channel and do a lot of fun things. I do plan on doing a lot more on this channel. I want to try some more fighting games and like show you content in that aspect. But anyway, we're gonna dive right into some of the questions. You guys did leave a few questions on my community post that I posted a while back. First question we have from Good Choices Matter. How hard was it to get 1,000 subscribers? To be honest, it wasn't that hard. Like, you guys have really shown up and shown out on this channel. I started this channel just as a way just to share my gameplay. And that was simply it. I just wanted to share the love of the game. I didn't really expect it to get so many subscribers. The thing is, I wanted it to grow. Don't get me wrong. I had this vision of like, oh, it'll grow. But, you know, I thought it would be like a slow, steady growth, you know, nothing huge. And honestly, when I first started, it started off kind of slow, you know, a few subscribers here, a few comments there. I think the turning point was when I posted a video. I posted this video. It was celebrating Chun-Li's birthday. And that video got a lot of traction. And I was very happy with that video. I think that's when I started seeing a bit more momentum. And then after I posted, the videos that I posted after that one just continued to get more views, more engagement, and it went through the roof. So it's absolutely amazing. To answer your question, it was not that hard, which I'm very happy for that. And it's all thanks to you guys showing up, watching my content, enjoying the content. That's how we got where we are today. So super grateful for that. Next question is from KuroBoy05. I really hope I said that correctly. But hey, would you ever run sets with your viewers if you had the time? I'd love to face your Lee. So this question, I feel like so many people have asked me, like, can I play with you? Can we run some sets? Can we play together? And honestly, sometimes I feel like I'm ignoring y'all, and I'm really not. I feel like it's hard to like just fight everybody individually. So what I am planning to do, and I promise this is coming up very soon, I would like to start hosting open lobbies for everybody. So that way everyone who is asked to have a fight with me has a chance to do so in this open lobby. I'll probably create a passcode, send it out to everyone, and we'll just go at it, you know, for probably best of 5, depending on how many people show up. Might do best of 5, might do best of 3 if a lot of you guys show up. But that way, just kind of everybody can have a chance. I have one dedicated time that I can fight everyone, especially just with my schedule. It's just easier. So I do want to give you guys an opportunity to fight. I would love to battle you guys, love to just, you know, build that community. So I am not ignoring that request. I'm sorry if you felt ignored. I promise I'm not ignoring that request. Just trying to figure out the best way to fight everyone. I think open lobby will be great. I might make that a part of my Patreon at some point, but in the beginning, it'll be free. You guys just join my live, join the open lobby, and then later on when I get my Patreon set up, you can join an open lobby for like maybe $2 to $3 a month, you know, if that works for you. But yes, I do want to fight you guys. So stay tuned, stay patient. We're gonna have some open lobbies there. The question is from Vince_T_K. If you couldn't play Chun, who would you pick as a main? Now, this is a very good question because I have been thinking about who else I want to pick up. And honestly, I have been struggling just because I love Chun-Li so much. Like, she is my girl. Sometimes it's really hard for me to imagine anybody else. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I literally looked at the roster the other day and I said, who else could I pick up? And I'm just like, I don't know. But to answer your question, If I had to pick one, it actually might be Cammy. And the reason why I picked Cammy is that Cammy was actually my first main when I started playing Street Fighter. So when I played Street Fighter 4, I picked up Cammy first, and she was the only character I played. So it was like Cammy this, Cammy that, Cammy that. And then eventually I kind of hit a wall with Cammy. So I was like, let me try some different characters. So I picked up Chun-Li, and that's how we got to Chun-Li. But, you know, if we were to erase all of that, I think I probably would pick Cammy again, just because she kind of spoke to me, you know. If I wasn't a Chun main, I'd probably be a Cammy main. All right, next question is from DJ Smith 27. What got you into fighting games in the first place? Okay, so this is a very good question. It actually started years and years and years and years ago when I was a little girl. So my brother used to play Street Fighter a lot, and there's actually a 15-year age gap between us. So he was a teenager when I was born, right? So when I turned around 5 years old, we had a Super Nintendo in our house. So for those of you who know, from my old school players, we had a Super Nintendo, and we played Street Fighter 2, or I think we played Super Street Fighter 2. And of course, as a little girl, what little sister doesn't want to play with their big brother, right? So of course, I always bugged him to play games, and I was like, I want to play. So, you know, I play Street Fighter and a bunch of other stuff. But when I used to play Street Fighter with my brother, and then sometimes my dad would join in too, but, you know, eventually it was just me and him. So that kind of kicked it off. That Street Fighter 2 journey is what really introduced me to fighting games, and specifically. And then, of course, after that, I played Smash Brothers. I played Super Smash Brothers Melee on GameCube. That was peak. So that was another segue into fighting games. And then, of course, that's kind of what started the rabbit hole. So to answer your question, it all started when I was a little girl with my brother playing Super Street Fighter 2 on our Super Nintendo. I know that dates me, but anyway, next question, the Michael Antonio. Are you going to Evo Vegas this year? No, did not get out to Evo Vegas. I do want to go to Evo at some point. I just don't know when. So I just started a new job, so I don't have a lot of vacation time. But maybe next year we might get out to Evo, because I do want to go. I do want to see like all the amazing like gameplay, the competition, the new game releases. It just seems like a vibe. It seems like a vibe. Probably an expensive vibe, but it seems like a vibe. So I do want to try to go to Evo. Who knows? Maybe I'll compete, right? I don't know. May not compete right off the gate, but I definitely want to go check out the vibes, check out the energy, check out the players, hopefully meet some really cool people. It's not set in stone. It's a maybe. It's a big maybe. But I would like to try to get out there. So next question is from J Just Games 1725. What character or characters do you not like going against in Street Fighter 6? If none, who do you like going against? Okay, so the first part of your question, I feel like I have a big laundry list. But as of late, I have really been hating Marissa, and probably, oh God, there's like 3 or 4 characters. So it's Marissa, E Honda, Rashid, and sometimes Zangief. But honestly, Marissa these days, I don't know why she's such an aggressive character, and most Marissa players come at you with such brute force. And I don't know, sometimes I don't do well against like really aggressive players. So she's really been kind of eating my lunch lately. And then with Rashid, I don't know what the frick that man's doing. He's just floating and spinning and tornadoing all over around the place. Yes, I said tornadoing. That is a word. I'm just kidding. I don't know. But yeah, those are probably the characters where I'm like, oh my God, every time they come up on the screen. Oh, and freaking JP. You know what? I take that back. Screw Marissa. Forget Marissa. Knock Marissa out the way. JP. Freaking JP. Cannot stand him. Anyway, yeah. So every time I see JP come up on the screen, I'm immediately irritated. Before the round even starts, I'm immediately irritated. So definitely JP. Can't stand him. Who do I like going against? I honestly love a good mirror match. I get actually very excited when I get matched up with another Chun-Li. Number one, because I like to prove that I'm the better Chun-Li. But then also it's a great learning opportunity. Even if I don't win that ranked match, I love fighting another Chun because I actually can see how other people are using Chun-Li in a match. And I've actually picked up things from fighting other Chun players in ranked. And it's pretty cool because it's also like bragging rights. Like I said, you kind of say like, I won that, obviously on the better Chun-Li. But anyway, no, I really love going up against Chun-Li. I kind of enjoy going up against Akumas, because I think I figured out a lot of Akuma's strategies. So I get excited because I feel like I can figure out the strategy to win. I feel like I could win. So Akuma, Chun-Li are two matchups where I'm like, oh, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Next question is from Autumn_Cami. And that is, what is something that drives you creatively? That's a very good question. And I'm going to try to answer it to the best of my ability. I feel like what drives me creatively is seeing my potential come to life, if that makes sense. So when I think about, creating a video, or even, hopping on Street Fighter, or creating a TikTok reel, or writing a script, whatever it is, I love to see the finished product. I like to see a little bit of me in the finished product. And I think that's what drives me creatively, is like, at the end of it, I'm like, wow, you did that. Like, even though it may not be the best produced video, it may not be the best thing ever produced in that particular field, but it's a little piece of me, right? It's a little piece of me in the finished product. And I like seeing how far I can go, and I like seeing the growth where, I started off here doing this, and then you look 3 or 4 months down the road and you look how much it's evolved. Look how more beautiful the product is. Look how more detailed the artwork is, or whatever it is. So I think what drives me creatively is seeing that finished product and going through the process of putting a little bit of me on paper or in video form, or whatever it is. So I hope that makes sense, but that's kind of my driver. Question is from Harry Dukes 9667. Says, you kick butt with Chun-Li. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try. But as someone who's not very good at Street Fighter, can you explain what all the in-game turns and mechanics mean? I'm excited for more content and the coming DLC characters. Okay, so let me tell you something. I am not really the best person to ask about the in-game terms and mechanics, because guess what, fam? I'm still learning them myself. Yeah. So this is also the first year I actually, even though I've been playing Street Fighter for years, this is like the first time I've actually sat down and learned all the freaking terminology and mechanics. Crazy, right? Thing is, in years prior, I didn't really have anyone to teach me. But, meeting all of you guys through this community, you guys are like saying, hey, like, we got DP and Oki pressure and all this stuff. So to be honest, it probably would take too long for me to explain all of this in this video. So what I'll do for you is I will try to take some time to share my limited knowledge of what I know with, like beginners, of like, okay, this is some of the mechanics, this is some of the terminology. Because I know I didn't know this stuff. And now that I'm learning, it is pretty interesting. And it really does, as you get into a higher level of gameplay, it really does come in handy to know this stuff. So we will get back to you on that question. You've given me an idea. I'm going to execute on that. Next question is from Techie Gamer Vibes. Congrats on your channel success, Tori. Thank you. I'm taking notes. What inspired you to play fighting games? It's rare to see girl gamers in the FGC. So this kind of goes back to what I was, the first question is, it started with my brother playing the game when I was little. And I kind of watched him, and then that kind of sparked the journey, the idea. What's interesting is that many years passed before I picked up Street Fighter again. I bought an Xbox. I was looking for a game to play, and I had saw that they released Street Fighter 4, and I said, oh, and then it kind of like clicked. I was like, oh, I remember Street Fighter. I remember that game I played as a girl. And so I said, let me pick this up. And so that, honestly, I just spent hours learning the game, just sat down and said, let me learn these combos. Let me just do what I can. And I just gradually got better and better and better. And then it became like my favorite, hands down pastime. I mean, I spent hours playing Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Man, that game was good. Just Ultra Street Fighter 4, like it was just Street Fighter. I didn't play any other game. I literally I had an Xbox, but I only had like 2 games. Ultra Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I think I bought maybe 2 other games, but that was it. So anyway, but yeah, that's kind of the journey. That's kind of what I started. It's all thanks to my older bro. Shout out to you for introducing me to the whole fighting game world, and then that kind of stuck with me. So that's where we are. Another question from Good Choices Matter is, what is your birthday? So I was born on April 24th. That is my birthday. I'm a Taurus. I was actually supposed to be born in May, but I came early. So like a couple weeks early, nothing traumatic, but yeah, that's my birthday. I'm an April baby. Just for you guys to know, I just turned 30 this year. I know what you guys are thinking, because you were probably wondering when I said Super Nintendo. I am a millennial, I'm not a Gen Zer. This is no hate to my Gen Z people. I just like to claim my millennial status, okay? That's it. So I like to let people know, I know what Blockbuster is. I know what a VHS tape is, okay? I know what a cassette tape is. I remember Blackberries and Nokias and Motorola flip phones. You know, we had answering machines, landlines. I can go on and on and on. So anyway, older than you think. But yes, my birthday is April 24th. So this is from Jumpy Girl Tiny, my girl Jumpy, which, by the way, if you guys do not follow Jumpy, what are you even doing with your life? You need to go subscribe right now. Jumpy just posts amazing content, amazing Street Fighter content. She's just so great. She's a Ken main, and her growth is just really exponential. Like, girl's already at platinum. She's on 100 hours of Ken journey. So if you are a Ken main, or you really want to see somebody like working towards bettering themselves on the Street Fighter journey, you gotta follow Jumpy. She also really released this really cool video where she challenged her dad after spending some time in the training with Ken. It's a really cool video, like great nostalgic vibes. But anyway, enough about me gushing about Jumpy. Go subscribe. But anyway, Jumpy's question is, what are your plans for your channel, and do you live stream? So my plans for this channel is, I do want to start posting more fighting game content in general. Right now, it's a very Street Fighter centric channel, which is fine, which I know you guys love Street Fighter, but like I said, I do want to show you guys more content. Street Fighter 4, some Street Fighter 5 content. I want to try Fatal Fury for the first time, maybe even some Guilty Gear, you know, just kind of showing you guys all the FGC like stuff. And I've even thought of maybe posting other games on here. I just don't know, which this is a good segue. How would you guys feel if I started posting like other games outside of the FGC community on this? Because I really love Metroid Prime. That is one of my favorite games ever, and I'm patiently waiting for Metroid Prime 4. I don't know when Nintendo's gonna release that, but anyway, but I want to kind of like, you know, play along with Metroid. I love a lot of Mario games too, like Paper Mario, Mario Party. I don't know. I kind of had this idea of like, should I create a separate channel for that, or should I show you guys that as well? I don't know. But anyway, I also kind of want to do like motivational videos, if that makes sense. Just more of like talks about the game in general, like kind of opening up like a discussion of like things that people go through in the FGC community, maybe problems, maybe talking about, you know, tournament etiquette, things like that. Also just want to have fun. You know, I just want to post videos that kind of give everybody a break from this crazy world we live in. You can come to this corner of the internet and just nerd out on games, you know. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. Just more fighting content, more fun content, maybe some more motivational like videos, more kind of podcast like talk style videos. That's kind of the idea I have for that. And then maybe possibly like other games too, if you guys are open to that. And do I live stream? So yes, I do. Do I live stream consistently? No. So I am so bad with live streaming. I'm trying to figure out a consistent schedule, but I am on Twitch. So if you want to go follow me on Twitch, it's the same username. Tori is awesome. I do have a good amount of followers on there, so thank you for that. I have a schedule up there that says I stream every Sunday. That is a total lie. I need to take that down because I don't stream every Sunday. Like, I don't think I've streamed in like a month and a half. So, but I do want to get back more into live streaming, to do it more consistently. It is fun to connect with you guys that way. I want to do more things in the live stream too. I think when I get better equipment, kind of amp up my live streaming experience. I do want to go live on TikTok at some point. I might do a couple of lives here on YouTube, but yes, I do live stream. So follow me on Twitch. We'll get back to live streaming shortly. So just hang tight there. Is from Wixta. I hope I said that correctly. It says, congrats on Quay. Thank you. My question to you is, what are your top 3 characters in Street Fighter 6 you absolutely despise fighting against? And I answered this before, but I'll answer it again. I think it's, if I had to put them in order, JP, probably number 1, Rashid, and Marissa. Those 3 are giving me so much grief. Some honorable mentions would probably be E Honda and Zangief. Everybody else, I don't mind, but definitely JP. Ooh, and definitely Rashid. I don't know what the heck that kid be doing. I'm just like, why are you all up on my screen right now? But anyway, those are my 3 that I'm just like, ooh, grinds my gears. The next and final question, Jabari Harmon, 9057. And it says, congratulations, how many fighting games have you played and who did you play in them? So, I haven't played a lot of fighting games, unfortunately. It's really just been Street Fighter, to be honest. But I played more than one Street Fighter. So, for Ultra Street Fighter 4, Cammy was my main. And I alternated between these characters a lot. So I did Cammy, obviously Chun-Li. I actually played Rose a little bit, Sakura, Ibuki, and just a teensy bit of Jury in Ultra Street Fighter 4. Oh my God, DeCapri, my girl DeCapri, played her a lot. Honestly, pretty much all the female characters. So when I played Street Fighter Cross Tekken, my team was obviously Chun-Li and Cammy. That was the team. And then Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 6, Chun-Li. So not super diverse, unfortunately, but I do want to try Fatal Fury. I do want to try King of Fighters is another one. Honestly, I need to play more male characters. I haven't picked them up. So that's kind of my goal. You know, I might try to play some more male characters and show you how that goes. But anyway, that is it. These are all the questions you guys have. Thank you so much for dropping a question. Like I said, if you have more questions, please drop them in the chat. I will be happy to answer them. I do want to do another Q&A. Like I mentioned before, like I do kind of want to also have more like discussions about things that go on in the FGC. So if you have a specific question and you're like, hey, let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. Like, let me know. Like, for example, why a certain character gets so much hate, you know, or why characters considered low tier or something. Or, you know, we could talk about Capcom. Like, why is Capcom doing this? What do we think about Capcom's decision on this, you know? Or like, what do we think about the future of FGC? Like, is the FGC the best community? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. So I do want to do some videos like that. So if you have some questions like that, like drop it in the chat, or if you just have regular questions, that's cool. Whatever you got, give it to me. But that's it for this video. I am going to be posting more gameplay video, definitely now that I'm a master player. We're already in the MR battle, and full disclosure, my MR rate is already kind of tanked a little bit, but that's okay. we knew this was gonna happen, but we're gonna show you guys some gameplay, and I also have some other fun stuff planned. So my plan is to start posting more often. My goal is once a week. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that is the goal. So at least you'll have a video a week, you know. So this is gonna be a great journey. I'm already super excited for the future. The next goal is to get this channel monetized, because that would be great. So gotta post more content so we can hit that goal. But in the meantime, thanks so much for watching, guys. You guys have just been super supportive. I've been so grateful for everyone's just support. I know I say support a lot, but it has just been amazing. And you know, just seeing all the encouraging comments and just seeing everyone's like just thoughtful tips and tricks, and just reading your comments from the master video about how I inspired a lot of people. That really makes me feel very nice and warm and fuzzy on the inside, because, you know, I feel like that's what it's all about, right? Is giving that inspiration, giving someone that push to continue. Because I mean, we all have had our moments where we're just kind of like, dang, like, can I even do this? I hope you get something great from this channel every time you visit. So anyway, I've rambled enough. That is it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with friends and family, hit the notification bell, so that way you'll be notified when I post. I'm also on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm also on Twitch. All of those links will be in the description box. Follow me on the socials, so that way you'll stay connected and we'll have a great time. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.